Now chanting the Mangala Shloka. ஆன்மாவாமீசன் குகனுக்கருள் செய்த ஆன்ம சாட்சாத்காரமாகுமீது ஆன்மாவாய் என்னகத்தே இருந்தின்று தமிழ் சொல்வானம் முன்னவனாய முதல் என்று முழதாய் நிலையாய் அவ்யயமாய் எவ்விகற்பும் இன்றியதாய் இன்னதென என்ன உணாது ஒன்றியுளது ஒன்றியுள நிற்களமா ஞானம் எதுதான் நிகழுமுதல் திட்டாந்தமின்றியதாய்த்தேர் அடையாளமற்ற அழிவற்றாரும் உபசாந்தம் அடையாளமற்றழிவற்றாரும் உபசாந்தம் விடயங்கடந்தொழில் வேத்யம் அடுக்காது பாவனை கையம் படராததுவேனா பாவனிதில் ஐயமிலை அந்த பரதெய்வம் ஆகும் சிவனானே மந்திரங்கள் யாவும் யாவின் மயனுமம் மந்திரங்கள் எல்லாம் கடந்தே இளைய சிருஷ்டிகள் இல்லாதவனுமாமே திருஷ்யம் சூன்யம் திரஞ்சரமுமென்னால் பரவிடப்பட்டனவாமே சர்வமும் நானே உலகத்தின் நாதனெல்லாம் என்னால் தானே இலகுவனதாம் விவித உருவத்தால் வேறு வேறாய புவன நிலைகள் பொருந்தி சிவமுதல் இவ்வுலகமீரா இலகும் பிரபஞ்சம் அவ்வளவும் என்னில் நிற்பவாம் நிற்பனவாம். Okay. So here Paramashiva, he is revealing his true self as all pervading and which is imperishable and one that is non-dual, one without a second. விவித உருவத்தால் வேறு வேறாய புவன நிறைகள், with different forms. விவித உருவத்தால் வேறு வேறாய, they are different from each other. These புவன நிறைகள், these worlds, not one world, so many worlds. சிவமுதல் உலகம் மீராய், from the Shiva Tattva onwards till everything, till the end, till every insignificant thing. இலகும் பிரபஞ்சம் அவ்வளவும், all this என்னில் நிற்பனவாம். Everything rests in me. I am the substratum, I am the adharam of everything. In fact, everything is me only, nothing other than myself. So this is revealed again and again, again and again in all the texts. So as we have been seeing, now when we enter with the body, when we function as a limited entity jiva, then we cannot have this vision. For us, there is a world where everything is different, separate from each other. And I am different and the world is different. Only Bheda Bhavanam is there. But somehow, if you can know the self and abide there, the vision is, that is only the self. You understand? See, that is only the pure consciousness. And everything else, evaporate on Amari, just gone, rolled away. How? That is the wonderful thing. So now our idea is what? Chit Swarupam is there and Jada Sambandhamana world is there. What is said is Jada Sambandhamana world is only Manakkarpanai. Other than yourself is only an imagination. Because only the self can be realized without the intervention of any instrument, any equipment. All the other things are interpreted by the mind and intellect. So whatever is interpreted is just mind's interpretation. And it has nothing, no substance of its own. Therefore the self alone is real. And that self is everything. When you realize that self alone is everything. There is nothing other than the self. This is amazing. That is what is revealed in all the scriptures. Here Paramashivan is also explaining to Guha, Lord Muruga. Now moving on. எவ்வளவு காணப்படுவோ இவ்வுலகில், எவ்வளவு கேட்க வியைபவோ, உள்வெளி பற்றியொளிர் யாவும் பராவுமென எண்ணாற்பரவ, உற்றவை யாமவையென்றோ, எவ்வளவு காணப்படுவோ இவ்வுலகில், எவ்வளவு கேட்க இயைபவோ, உள்வெளி பற்றியொளிர் யாவும் பராவும் என்னார் பரவ ஊற்றவை யாமவை என்றோ எவ்வளவு காணப்படுபவோ means whatever is seen in the world outside. எவ்வளவு, this is a very sort of a colloquial sort of a usage. எவ்வளவு means whatever, how much so ever you see in the world. இவ்வுலகில் means in this world. எவ்வளவு கேட்பை எய்பவோ, whatever is heard, and then you extend it to all the senses. Whatever is tasted, whatever is smelled, and whatever you experience or the touch you feel, everything. உள்வெளி பற்றி ஒளிர் யாவும். உள்வெளி, உள் means inside and outside. பற்றி ஒளிர் யாவும் means whatever is available. பற்றி ஒளிர் means what? Because of the body identification. உடலை பற்றி ஒளிரும். See, that is how we have to interpret. Udalai Patri means what? When I identify with the body, then whatever comes into my knowledge, Ullum Puramum, inside or outside. Meaning, whenever I identify with the body, then comes the world in the outside and inner world inside. Inner world means what? The thoughts of the emotions and thoughts. The world of emotions and thoughts. Outer world means objects and beings. Whatever comes in front, யாவும் பராவும் என்னார். Everything is pervaded by me. பரவலுற்றவையாம் அவை என்று ஓர். Not even it is pervaded by me. Everything is me alone. See? யாவும் பராவும் என்னார் first he says. It is all pervaded by me. And then he says, பரவலுற்றவை யாம் அவை என்றோர். That whichever is pervaded is all yam, is me and me alone. Endru, please understand. So that day also we have seen this is the upadana karan, material cause for the universe. So upadana means the mud pot is made of mud. So whatever you see in the mud pot is mud only. Is that not so? Whatever you touch is only mud only. Similarly, Paramatma himself is appearing as his world. Because of our delusion, we see a world where there is only Paramatma. So whatever you see, you hear, taste, touch, everything is Paramatma only. But misinterpreted by the mind and intellect. As the names and forms, as separate, as other than me. Everything is Paramatma only. So all the mud pots are nothing but mud only. So all the things and beings, everything is, this is called a Sarvatmya Bhava. Everything is Paramatma only. Isha Vasam Idam Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyam. Isha has enveloped, covered everything, whatever it is. That is what Isha Vashapanishad says. So here also Bhagavan, Parameshwara says, I pervade everything. Everything, whatsoever you see, you hear, you taste, you touch, you smell, whatever you feel, whatever you think, everything is pervaded by me. Means without consciousness there is nothing. Without the knowledge, no knowledge is possible. That is what he means. And in and through everything, only the pure consciousness, the knowledge is pervaded. And in fact, it is knowledge alone. That knowledge is my true self. That knowledge is Shiva. You understand? So here, everything is included. Nothing is excluded. See, in Paramatma, nothing is excluded. Everything is included. The seen and unseen also is included. Knowledge and ignorance also included. Everything is included. This is amazing. Nothing is exempted. If at all something is exempted, it is the ego sense. Meaning it is not. It is nothing, it is a myth. Like the ghost in the post. But still, in another standpoint, if you see, the essence of ego sense is also Atma the self only. So without the Atma the self, how can there be a ego sense? So that way, this pervades everything. Anmayan enninum apparamanmavai Tanmeva unnu sivan tan veru Manmevi இவ்வாறு பாசிப்போன் எய்தான் சிவ தத்துவம் அவ்வாற்றலாலென்றறி ஆன்மாயான் என்னினும் அப்பரமான்மாவாய் தான்மேவ உன்னு சிவன் தான் வேறு மான்மேவி இவ்வாறு வாசிப்போன் எய்தான் சிவ தத்துவம் அவ்வாற்றலாலென்றறி ஆன்மா யான் என்னினும். Suppose if you think I am not the gross physical body or mind, I am Anma the self. If you think like that, right? Because in certain other schools of thoughts, they accept, yes, I am not the body. How can I be the body? Because body is jada. But I am Chaitanya Vastu, so I am different from the body. So Anma Yan. So I am the self, Anma. I am Anma. Anma Yan endri enninum. Even though you think that I am Anma the self, Apparamanmavai Tan Meva Unnu Sivan. Apparamanmavai Tan Meva. That Paramanma, which is that Shiva Tattvam, Tan Meva, meaning what? I want to attain him. So Unnu Sivan means I meditate upon him. See? Yes, I agree. I am not the body, I am Anma the self, right? But there is Paramanma, that is the Shiva, and he alone I want to attain to, therefore I meditate on him. See, Tan Meva means what? I want to attain. Unnu means therefore I meditate on him. Unnu Shivan. Unnudal means to Sindithal. So I want to meditate on him. But Tan Veru, Sivan Veru. Meaning what? Shiva, the Lord, is somebody else, someone else different, and I am different. See, even though I am not the body, yes, I am the Anma. Anma means I am a Jiva. That is what he means actually. See, in the Dvaita Siddhanta, Dvaita religion, when they say Anma, they mean only the Jiva Bhava. But in the Advaita Vedanta, when they say Anma, they mean the true self or the Paramanma only. But in the Saiva Siddhanta and other texts, when it is said Anma, they mean only the Jivanma or the individual self. So what they say, yes, I am not the body, but I am the Anma. So I have taken so many births and I will take so many births. So I am here. So this is how they feel. Yes, I am Anma. But I feel the Paramanma, the Shiva, he is not myself. He is Paramanma means my Supreme Lord. So he is different from me. Tan Veru, Sivan Veru. Sivan, Tan Meva Unnu Sivan, Tan Veru. Sivan, Tan Veru. Veru, Veru. Meaning, I am different from Shiva. How can you say that Shiva is my own self? Or I am Shiva? How can you say that? So if you think like that, Mal Mevi. See, beautifully he says. Why they are thinking like that? Mal Mevi. Because of their mind's delusion. Mal means delusion. Mal Mevi. Because of the mind's delusion, they think somehow the Lord is different. He is all powerful, all knowing, omnipresent, everywhere. But I am having little power, little knowledge, alpa buddhiman, alpa shaktiman. And I am only here, but he is everywhere. How can you compare the Lord with me? So, he is different from me. If a person thinks like that, mal maybe, because of ignorance, because of mind's delusion, you are upasipon. If a person is meditating thus, that the Shiva Tattvam is something else and I am different, I am now meditating on the Shiva Tattvam to realize the Shiva Tattvam or to reach the Shiva Tattvam. If somebody is doing such upasana, such practices, upasipon, yeidan Shiva Tattvam, avvatral endru ari, he will not attain to that Paratattvam, Shiva Tattvam. Avvatral means what? With that sadhana, with that bhavana, avvatral endru ari, you understand, he will never ever attain to that Shiva Tattvam with this kind of an understanding or the bhavana. For him, everything is true. I am there with my, malangal, they say malam. Malam means what? They say Anava malam, Kanma malam, Maya malam and all these things. So I am there. And Ishvara is there. He is Paramapavanan. He is all powerful. He is there. And the world is there. How can you say there is no world? How can you say that? So we are all in this state only. See, though we may think anything, but we are all in the state where we see a world and we believe in it. Definitely we believe in it. And we believe I am something else different. And we always have a strong idea that God is there somewhere and I have to reach him. Iraivan adi sendar, when somebody is dead and gone, what people write? He has attained to the feet of the Lord. Shiva Padam Sendar. So meaning what? I have to reach the Lord somewhere, maybe in Kailasha, via Vaikunda, wherever. Whomsoever you believe in. Accordingly you reach such lokas, that kind of the Lord you reach. That's what people think. But here he says, if you have such an idea, first of all it is just ignorance. It is mind's delusion. Because there is nothing other than the self. Even the Parameshwara himself is proclaiming here that I am also the self only. Truly speaking, I am the self only. Self is one only. So whatever is functioning through you is functioning through me. So that self, that is Shiva and that is my own true self. This is Ananya Bhava. This is what we have seen in the Upadesa Undiyar also. Aniya Bhavatin Avan Aham Aham. Ananya Bhavame Undibara. Anaithinam Uttamam Undibara. That is Uttama Bhava. So never ever keep the Lord other than. If you are a real devotee, you should always feel He is in my heart. He is my own self. Why I say He is in my heart? Because now I identify with the body mind. Therefore I say He is in my heart. And further if you probe, further if you understand, He is my own self. This is how we have to meditate. Even while doing puja, first we do Atma puja. Why we do Atma puja? We remind ourselves. Deho Devalaya Prokta. Jivo Deva Sanatana. This Jiva is nothing but the Deva, Sanatana Deva. Deva means the Lord. Tyajet Ajnana Nirmalyam. I give up this Ajnana that I am different from God. Soham Bhavena Pujayet. Sahaham. He is my own true self. With that Bhavana. Soham Bhavena Pujayet. So I meditate on Him, I worship Him. With this attitude we worship Him. Because that is what Bhagavan has said. Soham Bhavena Pujayet. See, sometimes people get scared, How can I put flower on myself? How can I worship myself? Is it not blasphemy? No. It is part of our tradition. So therefore first we worship Him as our own self, the true self in the heart. And then we are unable to worship Him there. for long. So we are worshipping in the world outside as a form, with a name, with the flowers and other things. You understand? So always he is realized only as a self. Please understand, only the self can be realized. And whatever else you see or realize is only thought. Thought rises and falls, appears and disappears. That is not Satyam. Apart from the being, that is the self, nothing is ever present. Everything else appears and disappears only. See, whenever you say, I am going to see him, or whatever fanciful thought you have got, I am going to attain his feet, everything is only in the thought level. Whenever you consider somebody else, it is only the thought level. Whatever is the thought level, it appears and disappears. It rises and falls. Paramatma is one which never rises, never falls, never appears, never disappears. It is there, it is. So it can be realized only as a self, not anything else. Don't have any delusion that you are going to sort of have some darshan of some fantastic forms. You may have darshan also, because continuously if you want to have that kind of a darshan, you will have it. See, this is what? Whatever you want, you will have it. That is bhava balam. Continuously imagine something, that will happen also. Because everything is imagination only. That is fine. That purifies the heart. Yes, that Lord who you are doing upasana will come and bless you, guide you. Everything is fine, fantastic. But he can be realized only as a self, not anything else. This is the core teaching of Bhagavan. Even Arunachala, he is Paramanma, the self only. Arunachalan ahame ninaipavar. Arunachalamena ahame ninaipavar. So therefore, everything comes back here only, to the source, Moolasthanam. In the Moolasthanam, we are going to that Moolasthanam, in the temple. But this is the Moolasthanam, really. So if somebody is going to worship him as Shiva, where Shivan is different and I am different, then sorry, you will never attain to that Shiva Tattva. That is what he is saying. Na? Ubasippon eidan Shivatvam. He will not attain to that Shiva Tattvam. Avatral means through that upasana. Endru Ari, please understand. Anniyanam Sivan Anniyanane Ennum Binna Bhavattai Peyarthiduha Anna Sivan Avanyane Ennum Attuvidamahume Bhavanaye Endrum Palagu Anniyanam Sivan Anniyanane Ennum Binna Bhavattai Peyarthiduha Anna Sivan Avanyane Ennum Attuvidamahume Bhavanaye Endrum Palagu. How clear it is. You know, the beauty of this text is, Shiva himself is saying, Parameshwara himself is saying this to his own son Guha. What is he saying? Anniyanam Sivan, Anniyanam Sivan, Anniyan Nane Ennum. Shiva is different. Anniyan means what? He is somebody else. He is different. Anniyan Nan. I am something else. I am different. Ennum Binna Bhavattai Peyarthiduha. Binna Bhava means what? This idea of division. Binna Bhavam. That I am different and he is different. Abhinna means what? You don't think that way. Whole. Abhinnam. Correct. Bhinna means you break, you divide. Sivan Veru, Sivan Veru. The Jiva is different and the Shiva, the Lord Shiva, the Parameshwara is different. This bhavam, payartidha. Payartidha means you remove it, branch and root. Root means with the root you remove it. Payartidha, uproot it. Payartidha. See, otherwise it may sprout again also. When you don't uproot it, it may sprout again also. So, uproot it. Payartidha. Anna Sivan, avan yane ennum attuvidamagumi bhavanaye ennum palagu. That Shivan, he is my own true self. In the attuvidamagumi bhavani, this Advaita bhavana, non-dual, this bhavana, in the bhavane ennum palagu. Always you have this bhavana. You meditate like that. You worship him like that. See, even just in the world, let us say, a man is there, a woman is there. Let us say they come together. What is that called? Wedlock. They come together in wedlock, let us say. What is love? Initially, they always feel we are Irudal or Uir. Though we appear as two bodies, we are one. That is how they feel. That is what is love actually. Love means what? Total identification with the beloved. See, நான் பேச நினைத்ததெல்லாம் நீ பேச வேண்டும். Meaning what? Whatever I want to talk, you should talk. Whatever I think, you should think. Meaning what? We are one. This is how we feel. See, that is true love actually. See, that is why when there is sukha dukkha, when the other person, the husband, is having some sukha, the wife is happy. When husband is having some dukkha, she is also a little sad. Why? They identify so much with each other. Your sukha is my sukha, your dukkha is my dukkha. Suppose if they feel opposite, if he is very sad, very good, I am very happy. Venu onak, Rakshasan. You deserve it. But very life she says, yo, pow. But inside, then there is no love actually. Is that not so? What is the identification? You have to identify totally. Is that not so? So we identify as a family, not even as husband wife, as a family. When something goes wrong in the family, it affects me very bad because I am completely identified with the family. I am not an individual, I am a family. We are a family. That is how we feel, we think. See, our parents do not live like that only. See, very amazing, I have seen my own parents, both were working and all. They didn't have any separate bank account. They may have separate bank account, but they were not operating separately. They were never thinking that it is my money or your money. Always they were thinking that it is our money, for our family, for our children. That is how they were always thinking. Total identification. See, this is love actually. See, before marriage, this is very much there, the total identification. Something happens to the girl, our nagam pinju poch, valikkidu. Oh, what happened? The boy says, hey, what happened? Ayo, my heart bleeds. Ennachu nagathula konjam pain vandiruchu. My heart bleeds. Oh, show me. And later, after 15 years, the finger itself is gone. What is this? Wait, I will come. Wait. Ennachu tudikira ipdi? Nothing has happened. Only one finger has gone, another 4 remaining, na? Meaning what? Total identification is love. So even with a God, if you say God is somebody else, God will not be happy actually. It is not love. Because he feels you are his own. Meaning, they are not only my children, they are my own. They are myself. That is how he looks at you. He never looks at you as somebody else. See, you never look at your child and say he is somebody else. No. You feel he is my own, not even my own. He is myself expressing in the world like this. Because my vittu, my seed, that's how we feel. But that is not true. But still we feel that way. The total identification we have. So the Lord also, he looks at us like what? Not only he is my child. He is my own, he is me. That is how he looks. But when we say he is somebody else,
actually we are sort of defying God, insulting God, or sort of keeping him away means what? Not truly loving God. Please understand. See, nobody teaches us all these things, you know. Every time the parents say, oh, that is God, you just pray to him, he will bless you. If you have any trouble, go to him, he will help you. That is what we have been hearing. So ask him whatever you want, your desires will be, your wishes will be fulfilled. This is what we have been hearing. And some sort of, you know, little bit of puja, poti, that's all. But this is the spirit. When we worship Lord or meditate on Lord as a seeker, we should not keep him away from our true self. He is my own self. He is in my heart. I worship him in my heart as my own self. That is the true puja, true worship. So we have to meditate also like that. So here he is clearly saying, Avan Sivan Avan Nyane Endru Attuvidamahu Bhavanaye Endrum Palagu. This Attuvida Bhavane, that you always practice. Now you may not feel I am Shiva, but that is how you have to practice. I am Shiva, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. Then slowly what happens? Our Durguna will go and all Kalyana Guna will come. See, whatever you meditate upon, that you become. When you meditate that I am Shiva, you become Shiva only. See, initially what you think about Shiva? Shiva means he is a Lord who is a true Vairagi. He has given up everything and is always within his own self meditating. So you also become a seeker, always meditating, a Vairagi. This is what will happen. And later you find that you are Shiva himself means what? That auspicious, that pure consciousness you are. That Mangala Vastu, that true self you are. That is how you graduate slowly. And from that standpoint, you see, everything appears to be Shiva. Shiva means not the Shiva's form. That pure conscious, that Shivam, not Shivan, Shivam. Shivam means everything as one, that divine principle called as Shivam. So when you see with the eye, physical eye, you see always different names and forms. When your eye itself has become Shivam, everything is seen as Shivam. See, please think about this. Your eye itself has become Shivam. So everything is Shivam. Whatever you see is Shivam. Kannadudan andamilla kan. That eye is an infinite eye. That eye is the true self. That I, E-Y-E, is the true self. That vision is, if it is changed, transformed, then the Veda would go and everything is Shivam. See, this is a very subtle point actually. Arivam vidi tiravai, nisam arivai, adu veliyam. When the eye of knowledge opens, then everything is seen as one, the knowledge only. When we are looking at this, looking with this eye, everything is different. When you look with the eye of the knowledge, everything is nothing but knowledge only. Arivam vidi tiravai, nisam arivai, adu veliyam. So therefore always you remember, see, at least this one point you take from this Ramana Sampurna Darshanam. We should never keep the Lord as someone else different from me. He is my true self. When Lord is my true self, the world is also my own self. And I am also my own self. There is only self. So Jiva is different, Jagat is different, Ishvara is different. He is only in the mind. The mind only creates this Veda Bhavana. So when the mind has created this Veda Bhavana, how to go about? With the mind only you should say, no, Ishvara is not different, he is self only. No, world is not different, it is all Paramatma only. No, I am nothing but Paramatma only. So the mind is creating this Veda Bhavana and saying everything is different. With the same mind you teach the mind, and again you say, no, everything is Paramatma only. The world is nothing but Paramatma only. Even Ishvara is nothing but Shiva, means the self only. I am also not this body mind, I am also self only. So again and again reiterate, I am the self only. In self, everything is included. Whatever I see, whatever I hear, everything is self only. Lord Shiva is also self only. Even my personality is false, I am also real self only. Like that, everything is offered into the self as Ahudi. Whatever is seen also is offered as self. Here also is offered self. Parameshwara also is self. Myself also is my true self only, not this body mind. Like that if you go on. So this is also another bhavana. But this bhavana will nullify the other bhavana, Veda bhavana. And then you realize that you are Shiva. Yat bhavam tat bhavati. See, this is a beautiful statement. Yat bhavam tat bhavati. Whatever is your bhava, you become that. Whatever you meditate, you become that. Meaning, when you meditate thus, again and again that is nothing other than the self. Everything is self. See, what is the differences? That they are different from me. They have separate existence. They are all something different. That is negated. The names and forms, that is negated. What is truly? Everything is self. Everything is self. Everything is self. Continuously, if you can think like that, then it is true. Everything is self only. That is how you realize. Then you need not do this bhavana because you know it. Till that point, you don't know, only you do this. Till you gain this experience, you have to have this bhavana. See how beautiful. You get the idea now? This is how it has to be practiced. But instead, Bhagavan says, see, this is what two approaches. Please understand, they're all different approaches. What Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, see, you understand that these Veda Bhavana is false, na? Then don't worry about it. Just leave it. And you only work on yourself. God, let him wait. Whoever he is, wherever he is, whatever he is doing, let him wait. And the world is not truth. So don't worry about it. For some time at least don't worry about it. Whatever it may be, Sat or Asat, Jada or Chit, Sukha or Asukha, don't worry about it. Now only work with one pointed attention on yourself. That is available to you always. As I am, it is rising and falling, is I am. So you give attention and try to find out from where this I is rising, or what is this I, where from it is rising. With one point attention, if you keep your attention there, that goes away. And the self is revealed. When the self is revealed, you will not do any bhavana. It is your experience that everything is self only. The world is nothing but self only. God is nothing but self only. Even my own personality, what I have been thinking is nothing, not this personality, self only. So there is nothing other than the self. But for some people this is very hard because they don't understand what to give, where to give attention, where to place the attention. Then okay, as an alternative I am giving you another approach. What is that approach? This is bhavana, through bhavana. What is the bhavana now? You had a wrong bhavana because of your mind's delusion. Now you say, no, this is the right bhavana. Everything is self, everything is self, everything is self. See, you are seeing a snake in the rope. Then Bhagavan says, now go and just inquire and see whether it is snake. It is rope. You find it is rope, it is not snake. But, I don't understand what you are saying. I don't know how to inquire. Okay, now see. The tail you are saying, the wal pagudi, that is also rope. The head you are seeing, na, that is also rope. In between the body you see, na, that is also rope. Now you think, sada, the tail is also rope, the head is also rope, the body is also rope, a rope only is there, everything is rope, rope, oh, rope. See, this is what we are doing. When they say snake is a false, only rope is there, you don't understand what they are saying. Okay, you don't understand, don't worry. Now this is mananam you do. This is japa you do. This tail is also rope. Head is also rope. Body is also rope. Rope only is there. Snake is not there. Snake is not there. Ju mantragali. Snake is not there. When you say like that, Ju mantragali, snake will disappear. Ah, I have found out the rope. Are Buddhu, there was only rope. Snake was never. You only saw a snake. Then I have to teach you so much with great effort. And you have to do this bananam, this bhavana always. Everything is rope, everything is rope, everything is rope. If you can see the rope, you do not do all this bhavana. But if you can't see the rope, you have to do this bhavana. Everything is rope, everything is rope, everything is rope. You know, with so much of great effort, I understood that it is not a snake, it is only rope. Always it was only the rope. You only misunderstood to be a snake. So for you to come back to the original, thing that it is only a rope, you took so much of time, so much of effort, so much of sadhana, so much of, janma. But with Bhagavan's grace, it can happen like this also. That is why Krishna says, you come to me and surrender unto me, I will give you the Buddhi Yoga. As the lamp of knowledge within, I will dispel all the darkness. That is what he says. See, somebody, if they can really tell you, see, this is rope only, see, this is not snake, see. And if they can somehow do something, and we can see the rope, then no need for anything breaking our head. When you see the rope, you have seen the rope. Ya pashyati sab pashyati. But if somehow you cannot see the rope, you can never see the rope. Hey, what are you saying? It's only snake now, only snake now, only snake now. So what is this bhavana? Everything is rope only, not the snake, not the snake. Thirupi, you say. So all this what I see is Atma, the self only. Even Shiva, the Parameshwara, he is also Atma, the self only. This personality also Atma, the self only. So everything has offered as ahuti into the self. You can you imagine this? Can you dramatize this? Whenever you look at anything, you offer it as ahuti. This is self only. In the fire of self, you offer everything. Whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever you taste, whatever you touch, everything is offered there. This is not separate. This is self only. Parameshwara also is not separate. He is also self only. This useless person also is not the useless person. He is self only. Like that continuously if you do this yaham, everything is self only. Everything is self only. Then you realize, yes, that is only self. All this time I have misunderstood this self to be something else. Now is it clear? See, yesterday somebody was asking me, Swamiji, this is one approach, but this approach also is there. How to place this? So that is how it is. It is a different approach. See, that is why Bhagavan says, if you can really straight away inquire and find out this is not a snake, this is only a rope, well and good. If you can't, then okay, you have this bhavana. It will help you in this process. Anniyanan jivan, anniyanane, 13th, once again we will read. Anniyanan jivan, anniyanane ennum Binna bhavattai peyarthiduga Anna sivan Avanyane ennum Attuvidamahume Bhavanaye என்றும் பழகு அத்துவித பாவனையே ஆர்ந்தோனாய் எவ்விடத்தும் நித்தமும் ஆன்மாவில் நிற்குமவன் அத்தனையே எல்லாவற்றும் தனுக்கள் யாவினுள்ளுங்காண்பன். வெயிட் வெயிட் வெயிட். எல்லாவற்றும் தனுக்கள் யாவினுள்ளும் காண்பன் இல்லை சந்தேகமிதில். அத்துவித பாவனையே ஆர்ந்தோனாய் எவ்விடத்தும் நித்தமும் ஆன்மாவில் நிற்கும் அவன் அத்தனையே எல்லாவற்றும் தனுக்கள் யாவினுள்ளும் காண்பன் இல்லை சந்தேகமிதில். அத்துவித பாவனையே ஆர்ந்தோனாய், meaning one who is maintaining always this Attuvida bhavana, this bhavana of what? I am the self, everything is the self, everything is the self. Lord Shiva also is my self only. ஆர்ந்தோனாய் எவ்விடத்தும் நித்தமும் ஆன்மாவில் நிற்கும் அவன். Wherever he goes, எவ்விடத்தும், எவ்விடத்தும், even if he goes to the toilet also, எவ்விடத்தும், no exception. See, some people say, when you go into the toilet, Lord, you should not utter Lord's name. Why? No, no, no. It's our shaucham. So you should not. Then Yama may come at that time and take you. Yama would be waiting. You know, he's continuously chanting Lord's name. How can I take him? He will go to the toilet, and then I will take him. So even there you have to chant his name, because even there you need protection. Angada, you need more protection. You don't know, prana may go through that also. And you're joking, huh? So, always, evvidathum, nittamum. Nittamum means what? Ever, all the time. Anma will nirkumavan. If he is rooted in Anma, if he is always abiding in Atma, Attanaye. See here, Attan means Shivan. Attan. Attan means another name for Shiva. So, Attanaye ellavatrullum. So, he sees the same Shiva in everything. Tanukkal yavinullum. Tanukkal means the bodies. In all the bodies, in all the beings. See, ellavatrull means in all the things. Tanukkal yavinu means in all the beings. Kanban. So, he sees Shiva only in all the things, in all beings. Sandeham idil illai. Illai sandeham idil. There is no doubt. There is no doubt about it. What is that? Ever, always, in all the places, if he is going to practice this bhavana, that Attuvida bhavana, that Shiva is my own true self, and everything Shiva, 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 like that. See, why is it Shiva, Shiva here? Because this Shiva is giving to Guha, it is Shiva Grantham Madrid. But if you go to maybe Bhagavatam and other texts where Narayana is glorified, maybe you can say the same to Narayana also. And you can say the same to Ambar also. Anywhere. So that Attuvida bhavana, if you have this Attuvida bhavana, then what will happen at the end of the day? End of the day means not at the end of the day. At the end of the sadhana, what will happen? He will see the same Shiva in everything. And in all beings also. Ella tanukkalullu means, tanu means the bodies. So all the bodies, whether it is an ant or it is anything, Deva, Munivar, whoever, he sees the same self in all beings and in all things also. In all things also. It's very remarkable. Sandeham idilillai, there is no doubt. Why he is seeing like that? Because that is the truth. This is the manakarpani. This is the mind's imagination. What? The Vedana is the mind's imagination. See, that is why it disappears. Since because it's imagination, it disappears. But this is the truth, it will not disappear. But then how it became like this, that nobody knows. That question nobody can answer. But now, if you do this sadhana, you will realize that always it has been like this. That everything is Shivam only. I myself only misunderstood somehow. And somehow I imagined that everything is different. So this philosophy, this knowledge is given out by our great rishis. This is the core of the teaching of all our great rishis. Please understand. See, to tell there is God, you worship Him, He will bless you. For this you don't need any rishis or munis. You don't need any intellectual beings. Anybody can say this, you know. There must be some higher power. So better you worship that power, you will be blessed. You need somebody to tell this or what? This is basic LKG, UKG lessons. Otherwise, is there a power? How can you say that? Can you prove this in a test tube? I don't believe in it. Who asked you to believe? Who asked you to believe? If you don't believe in it, get lost. Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You live your own life, you die your own death. Nobody cares. If you say, I don't believe in it, so let it be so. How does it matter? It doesn't matter to anybody. We are not here to convert anybody. Not to show some report to somebody saying that we have all converted 15 people in the camp into all Advaitis. Then we will give some funds from Advaita Ashrama from top. Okay, 15 people are converted, we are sending you 15 crores or 15 lakhs. Keep it. Another 50 you convert, another 50 lakhs we will send you. After converting, I forget about him. What happened to him next? That is none of my business. I have to convert him. And then I'm Sattva. Till the conversion, I'm very keen. Why? I mean, get that fund. After that, who cares? Let it go to dogs. So I have no mission like that. So I have converted these many atheistic people into God believing. I don't want, because I don't even believe in God. What, Swamiji? Please tell me again. I believe in God. I don't believe in God. Both. Neither. Penna solla varinga neenga. See, this is my stand about God. Yes, I believe in God. I don't believe in God. I believe in both. And I neither. So all the objective questions, tick everything, A, B, C, D.
All of the above.
All of the above. Neither of the above. So therefore, here, this is the truth that is revealed to us. That this is all not as you see. Everything different. Everything is one. Everything is a self. See, when you see everything as self, then only there can be true love. Then only there can be true compassion. See, Gurudev says, when your leg, when your feet hit somewhere, they are in the stone, then the hands will not say, excuse me, can I come for help? Can I rub your feet? It will not ask. Immediately it will rush. And the eyes will tear. The tears flow. The eyes will not ask, excuse me, can I little cry for you? No. Because I am there in the eyes, I am there in the hand, I am there in the leg. When something happens to the leg, the hands rush. Oh! Why? Because I am there everywhere. So, if we know everything is me, when somebody is suffering, you will not make any formal, this thing, shall I come and help you please? No, you rush. Understand? When somebody is happy, you are genuinely happy. Why? Because you see the self everywhere. See, only through oneness, you can have true love for the world. And you can really serve the world. If not, you are serving only the ego. I am telling you, we are all serving only the ego, not the world, not the Bhagavan, not God. We are serving only ourselves. By doing all these things, people will, really appreciate me. And my name will come in the papers here, there. Maybe I may get that grant, this grant from somebody. We always, our service is only the Atma Puja. If you don't realize the oneness, you are only doing Atma Puja. Means this Atma means what? This ego only you are doing worshipping. Only in the vision of oneness you can truly love, you can truly serve. And that is the truth. Please understand. You can please close this. So Attvida Bhavanaye Andonai. So one who is practicing this Attvida Bhavana, Evvidathum Nittam, in all places and at all times, Anma will Nirkumavan, one who is abiding in the self, Attanaye Ellavatrum, that Attan, that Shivan only he sees in everything. Yella Tanukkal Yavinum, Tanukkal Yavinullum. He sees in all bodies, in all the beings, Kanban, he sees only that Attan, that Shivan, or the self. Because Shivan is nothing but the self. Illai Sandeham idil. There is no doubt about it. See, this is why so much of freedom is given in our Sanatana Dharma. When Krishnamurti comes, J. Krishnamurti comes, and when he explains the truth in a different way altogether, we accept him also. You understand? When Adi Shankara comes and explains in it a very traditional, shastric way, we accept that also. When Nisargadatta comes and says, this is it, we accept that also. When Bhagavan comes, we accept that also. Why? We know this is it. So everything is fine. We have got that maturity to understand. We are very open. We are very broad-minded. There is no narrowness in us. Actually, we are so tolerant. See, these fools, they don't know anything. They say we are intolerant. We are very, very tolerant. We are very, very liberal. Actually, we are very broad-minded. We have no problem. If somebody brings in another name and form, we welcome. Come on. We have been already worshipping thousands of names and forms. This is 1001. We have no problems. Another temple. Yes, we have lakhs and lakhs of temple. Another temple. Jesus, okay. For Allah you cannot have temple. Okay. Anyway, mosque or whatever. We welcome. Why? We have no problem. But if you come and say all your things are rubbish, then we have some tanmanam, self-respect. If somebody comes and says, all these things is rubbish, what we say only is truth. What you say, that is God. You worship Him, He will bless you. This we have studied in LKG, UKG, my dear. Now we have gone to a PhD level. What are you talking? No. This LKG, UKG lesson only is right. PhD and all is wrong. No, everybody should study only LKG, UKG. Bhagavan, I have studied this long time back in my 10 janmas before I have finished these lessons. No, this is the only lesson. Everybody should learn only this lesson. All you are learning is all rubbish because he cannot understand. How can that fellow who is studying in the LKG, UKG understand PhD lesson? So he says, this is all I don't understand. This is all not right. Can you prove this? Can you prove what you are saying? You cannot prove what you are saying also. Nobody can prove anything. So therefore, we are so liberal, so free in our spirit actually, free in our spirit. Very accommodative we are. Innachu, Urani got stopped or what? Power went off? ஏகமாமிவான்ம பாவனையோடென்று முழான் மோக விகற்பம் முனிந்தோனாம் யோகிக்கு செவ்வேயெல்லாம் உணர்தல் செப்பப்பட்டுள்ளதாம் அவ்வேதம் தன்னில் அறி ஏகமாவிம்மான்ம பாவனையோடென்று முழான் மோக விகற்பம் முனிந்தோனாம் யோகிக்கு செவ்வே எல்லாம் உணர்தல் செப்பப்பட்டுள்ளதாம் அவ்வேதம் தன்னில் அறி. ஏகமாம் இவ்வான்ம பாவனையோடு என்று முழான். One who is always remaining with this Ehanma Bhavana, with this attitude that everything is self. Ehanma, Ehamam Ivanma. The self is only one, Ehamam. And it is cannot be divided into the world or the jivas or the beings and the God. So with this Ehamam Ivanma Bhavanayodu, Yendru Mulan, when he is always remaining with that bhavana, what happens? Moha viharpa munindonam. All his moha is destroyed. What is moha? The delusion that everything is different and I am different, the God is different. This moha is destroyed. And viharpa munindonam. Viharpa means the differences. Everything is destroyed. Munindonam. Munindonam means it is destroyed. So that yogi, he destroys all his moha and viharpa bhavana through this bhavana. What bhavana? Ekamam Anma. Anma is only one. So with this bhavana, everything is Anma, the self. He destroys this moha of the mind and also the viharpa, sankalpa viharpa. Viharpa means what? The difference is what you perceive. So he destroys everything. And not only that, see, this is very interesting. This is a motivation. At least this is a motivation. யோகிக்கு செவ்வே எல்லாம் உணர்தல் செப்பப்பட்டுள்ளதாம் அவ்வேதம் தன்னில் அறி. So for this yogi, it is said in the Vedas. See, செப்பப்பட்டுள்ளதாம் அவ்வேதம் தன்னில். In the Vedas it is said, what is said? யோகிக்கு செவ்வே எல்லாம் உணர்தல். Means that yogi will know everything. Sevve means what? Like the fruit in his hand. Sevve ellam unardal. He knows everything means what? When you go in front of him, you are like an open book for him. He knows everything about you. About the future, very anayasama he can just tell you. Any doubts you ask, he can clarify. Why? He attains this siddhi. You know why? Because the self is the source of everything. All knowledge, all power, all bliss, everything. So when you are always in the source, then naturally all the knowledge belongs to you. So Ellam Unardal means what? He knows everything. Sakshat, he knows everything. See, he will not want to know anything because he is in that state. But suppose if you go in front of him and you ask something, if you want to know, if he wants to know, he will know it. And we have seen it n number of times in all our great masters, great sages. One example is our Kanchip Mahamuni. See, he knows everything actually. Literally. About the past, present and future he knows. He can tell you. It has been proved again and again. See, 2 miracles if you perform, then you are crowned as a saint. My God. Every moment they are performing miracles only. What 2 miracles? Not one is sufficient, no. No. Sandeham illam innonu sei. Appadan you can be a saint. But here, every day they do all the miracles means what? They know everything actually. See, once a devotee came from somewhere, I don't remember, some foreign land, and he or she, I don't remember, she was talking to Bhagavan. And Bhagavan said, yes, I know. That place, you were sitting facing the beach. And that person was clean bowled. Bhagavan has never moved out of Tiruvannamalai. He could say, what is this? This is nothing for them. And this, I don't want to say, but still I am saying, we have experienced with our own Acharyaji also. The youngsters, they will run away from Acharyaji. The Chinmaya Yoga Kendra fellows, when he was there, because Swamiji will tell what they are thinking. It's dangerous, they may think anything. As young boys and girls, when they are coming together and doing work, we don't know what all they can think. They may think anything. But Swamiji will casually say, and they are startled. So they don't want to come near him or in front of him. This we have seen several times happening. See, these are all very basic siddhis for these Mahatmas. Because when they abide in the source, that is the source of all knowledge. Everything is revealed to them. This is not a cock and bull story, this is truth. It is said in our Vedas. See, since because our mind is always, chanchala, it is dissipating all its energy and it doesn't know anything. When it can be focused, and can always abide in the source, everything is yours. Everything is yours. The whole world is yours because everything is self only. And you are God because you are the self. And all knowledge is yours. All bliss is yours. All peace is yours. All love is yours. Everything is yours. Always it has been yours only. So keeping the treasure within, we go and beg in the world outside. How tragic it is. We go out in the world and beg for some little pleasure, for some little understanding or knowledge. We go to astrologers to understand little about the future. We go to some temple or some place of worship to get little blessings. And we bribe so many people there also to get the blessings of the God. But the blessing is there inside. Why? It is of the nature of blessing. Arule adode Swarupam. See, Tiru Arule adode Swarupam. Grace is its Swarupam. Like sun means light, self means grace. So we need not run outside for some grace, some blessings. All the blessings are within. All the Aishwaryam is within. All the wealth is within. What is the real wealth? I don't want anything is the real wealth. Please understand. I am self-sufficient. I am Purnam. I don't want anything whatsoever. He is Maharaj. See, in Ramakrishna Mission they call sannyasis as Maharaj only. Why? They don't want anything means they are Maharajas. We are beggars. After having everything we go and beg again. And all the knowledge is theirs. The whole world is theirs. See, such is the beauty of this Atma Jnanam. So if this is the thing, what are we waiting for? Everything else is false. Then why are we pursuing it? Talekulla Pulu. There is no other reason. We are pursuing anything else. So if we are sincere, if we can focus our attention on the self, there you are. Actually, we are all blessed actually to be here in Tiruvannamalai Kshetram and to hear Bhagavan's words and Parameshwara's teaching to Guha, which has been given to us by Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi. To think about it, to hear, to contemplate. Actually, we are blessed. Some punya we must have done previous janmas. Yeah. Om Purnamadha Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudhachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shant Shanti Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.